Alright guys, today I got a 2008 Chevy Trailblazer. We're gonna be doing the rear brakes and rotors. I put something underneath my tire because I was working on an uphill and it's a rear wheel drive. Alrighty. So now I'm trying to jack up my car, and a good enough spot I noticed was the rear shocks on this car in the rear. So once I jack it up, I want my tire to just lift up good enough above the ground. Now guys, I want it precise. Safety is key. Wear some gloves, safety goggles, and place your jack stands appropriately. Safety is key. It doesn't matter if I did it or not. Safety is key. Alright, so I use me a flat screwdriver and I pop out that cap to reveal my lug nuts. 6 of them, 19mm or 3/4. Remember, standard and metric measurements. Good to go. Take off my tire, set it down, and set up my shop. Sit on it, get comfy. Now here's my trick. There's a little opening. I put in a flat screwdriver in there and I pry it towards me. Alright, what that does is going to eliminate the use of a C-clamp to push back the caliper piston or a caliper piston pushback tool. Yeah, alrighty, that's my trick. Now I want to take up my caliper. 2 bolts, one in the top, one in the bottom, 13mm. It varies guys, don't take my word for it, because different people change their bolts sometimes. It varies, so always good to have you a set with all the sockets in it. Alright, once my caliper is off, I set it to the side, take off my old shoes or my old pads, and now I'm ready to remove my caliper bracket. 2 bolts, 18mm, one in the top, one in the bottom. Guys, those bolts are hard to take off by hand. Only an impact or a hammer and a wrench can help you out. Alrighty, so I get me a wrench and I get me a hammer for extra strength, and I tap it in the opening position, get it free, loose a little bit, and I do the same for the bottom one, and then I ratchet it all the way out. And this trick right here is good whether you have an impact or not. Guys, this is a good trick. Now that my bolts are almost ready to get out, I take off my bolts, remove my caliper bracket, and I'm ready to take off my rotor. Now on this car, the rotor is held in place by some retaining clips, and I couldn't find a good enough picture to put it and show you. So I use cutters to take them off. You can see I use me a flathead, pry up the clip forward a little bit so I can get a little grip. And once I got that grip, I just broke it off, cut it straight up. You can reuse your cutters. If you want, you can put new ones. It's your choice. And sometimes you might be lucky enough there'll be no cutter. So it's all up to who worked on it before. Once you take off all the cutters, all the clips, you are good to go. Your rotor is ready to come out. Slide it off. If it doesn't want to come off, remember you have Mr. Hammer to force him out. Alrighty, so I get my new rotor, and if you notice, it's shiny because it's coated in this little thin layer of grease, which they use for protection, storing. Oh well, but it's recommended to use brake cleaner to clean it off. But if you ain't got it, it's okay guys. It's gonna burn off as you drive. It's okay. Alright, so I get my caliper bracket on the floor, and I want to swap my hardwares and grease up my caliper pins. Now if you don't know what caliper sliding pins are, a picture is coming up, and I want you all to remember this. It's very important. Grease up these guys. Very important in your brake system. Grease them up, grease up your pads. Just grease them up, bro, because it's metal. There's a lot of friction involved. Alrighty, so once you got that swap, you are good to go. You can say the job is over, because all you're gonna be doing is retracing your steps. Now the only thing I can leave you with guys is that remember the way you took off your caliper bracket. That's the same way you put it back together, firm and strong. Retap it with a hammer and a wrench, firm and strong. Don't break the bolt now, but make sure it's firm and strong, guys. And the second thing I can leave you guys with is once you got those firm and strong in position, remember to push on your brake pedal 3 times before you drive off. 3 times before you drive off, guys. It's very important. This helps a lot. So anyways, thumbs up and subscribe. Hope it could help. Hope you can help a friend. And as always, drop a comment below to let me know how to get better or whatever video you all want me to do next. And guys, remember, mechanic is fun, guys.